Hi guys, today we want to draw a tree again. I've seen this type of tree and I think it's interesting, so I want to also learn to draw. So I start, my paper is actually small, it's A5, and I start from the top. You can either start from the top or from the bottom, it's fine. Okay, now I want to make it a bit bigger. So first I'm using pencil just to give it a mark so I know the tree where it goes. Maybe just like this. Since it's seen from the bottom, like from below, so this part is bigger and it's again smaller when it go up here. And I refine my line a bit. Before it might be a little bit different, so I make it like this. Make sure it's smaller here and getting fatter when it goes down. Yeah. Now I want to start putting branches just by using one single line first, like this. Since it's up high, you have to make it small like this. Hopefully you can see. Okay. Getting bigger or longer when it's down to the bottom area. Then look the directions. Yeah, the paper is like this. This is like so. Okay. And the branch is going a bit downward like this, diagonal. Okay. Like the crack. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna install it later, you will see. Okay, maybe like this. Add more. These branches is really. Let me just install my line so you can see. It's gonna be strong anyway, though. The branches here are really important for us to know where to put the leaf later, like how big or how much leaves you want to put there. I did this part on purpose. I just don't want to connect the line, so I want to make it like this. Like they're like not connected, yeah, because this is going to be the area of the lightest part of the tree trunk, and this is going to be so dark later in this area. Okay, make sure your branches is okay. Add more tweaks there if you need to. Right? Okay. These are the colors I'm going to use for the leaves, yeah? From dark to the lightest one here. Yeah. Maybe you don't use this one. Just like this. Okay. Or this one too. But it's more like green now. I'm going to start working from the top and with the darkest one. Sometimes the leaf, they could be like away from the branch, like they're not touching it, but that's fine. Look the way how I put my movement, okay, the movement of the oil pastels. So I sometimes circling up like this, like like this, circling, but not big, so it's like making one big dot. Some area you need to make it full, some are not. Okay, far away. This is not like blown away. It just, you can't really see small tweaks there. It's not there, but in our imaginations, we can just assume that. Any one of you got a feeling that you're gonna like this? Okay. Look, they're not really coming here, this dark area. Okay. Like sometimes you put the crayon like this, and you just move it. And this one too. So the outer part of the leaf, you use this dark one. A little bit inside like this. Sometimes you do it really like dots. You can hear the sound. But most of the time I do like this, like doing a big spot. So check again. Look, almost all the area I put this color. So look from the top to the bottom here, but they are separated randomly. Some are close to the branch, some are not. Now I move to the medium color, like second one. Here. Look, try not to touch the oil pastel because you can easily smudge it. So your hand needs to be like a little bit floats. And start putting the color on. We touch the first color. Look, we touch it a bit, like right next to it. So we don't blend them. We touch it a bit only, and we leave some area, like we keep it dark. Can you see the difference? A little bit here. It's okay to go over the branches because you're going to go over later with dark pencil. If you have 8B pencil, you can use 8B, but if you don't, you can use black oil pastels. So basically, we just go over a bit. Look, like this. Here's the first dark one. You go a bit over the branch a bit too. No problem. Over a bit. Okay. Now I use a little lighter here. And the more it comes closer to, oh yeah, I forgot to remind you, don't go over the trunk. Yeah, we want to keep it light like this. The more you go closer to the trunk, it's going to be a little lighter and lighter and lighter. Just like this. So you can put it in between, sometimes touch the previous color. Sometimes you don't, you just make a new spot there. Lighter color. Maybe it's here. Now we use dark yellow. You go over some are not. Just go around the edges of the previous color. Remember, don't go over this trunk. Let's make it bigger. No, I go over the branches. Not really going over the previous color. That's why when you make the branches, use 2B pencils. It's not blending with the yellow you're putting right now. You can also use some white to blend. A little bit only, okay? Not much. On the yellow, so it's like a bit pale. Okay. For the trunk, I'm using dark brown, medium brown, and white. I put my oil pastels like this, and then I move it like this. Soft, okay? Not hard, just soft. Just like that. Soft, remember. That's it. Leave it like that. This is the darkest area of the crayon. And I'm going to use this to mix a bit, like this. You can also go like this. With light brown. Okay, and now you can use some white. Mix them. If you want, you can just use this color too, yeah? Mix a bit. But I just want to use this. Here's the direction, look. Last one on the trunk and the branches, I'm using dark pencils. If you have 8B, it's cool. It's time to make it all dark. Not really all though. Alright. It goes so good on oil pastels, these 8B pencils. They go really strong. And you can create new tweaks if you want, like what I'm doing. I put more, like time to work on details and strong the area that need to be dark, like need to be strong. Sometimes you press, sometimes you don't. but mostly the area of the branches here, you make it dark. Yeah, here and down here. Let's make it, yeah, this area, just make it dark. And small tweaks there. Remember, this is 8B pencil. If you don't have it, you use black oil pastels, but you need to use the side. You can break it. You see, these edges, they really create a good corner for you to make a thin line. You see, thin. But easier if you use 8B pencil. Some area you draw the twigs like this, like looks like you just do a little stripe there. It's just because some of the leaves they're going over the twigs, so you don't see the rest of the twigs or branches. So like here, you can just go like stop. And you can create more branches and twigs there. Yeah. Don't really press it. It's like little thin twigs here and there. Okay. Now we're doing this lines on the trunk. To create the textures of the skin of this tree. They're a bit curved. Go over a bit with this light brown, blend with the pencil so it's dark. And we paint the sky blue. Just use water. So it's not too much blue there. I mean, make sure it's not really strong. Put it in between just to cover this white area. To explain that that's the sky. Some are a bit dark here. Some are not. If it's too much water, you can take it. Yeah. Dry a bit your brush and get the paint off the paper. Don't really go over on top of the oil pastels. You can see the paint there anyway. If it's too much, you can just take it, dry your brush and take back the paint. It's a bit dark here. So here is the final result. Alright, and just like this. Alright, that's it. Try and have fun. Don't forget it.